Roughly 1,600 miles northeast of Uvalde, another community in Buffalo, New York, is grieving from a recent mass shooting. Mourners gathered yesterday to honor a retired police lieutenant killed trying to stop the gunman. It was one of two funerals yesterday for the victims of the racist attack that killed 10 black people. Our national correspondent, Jericka Duncan, is in Buffalo near the site of the shooting. Good morning, Jericka.
Good morning to you, Michelle. You know, there are growing memorials at each corner here surrounding this Tops. It is clear that this community will not forget about these 10 lives lost. And yesterday we did have the pleasure and the honor of attending the funeral service for Aaron Salter Jr. He is credited with warning shoppers to run. He also fired at the gunman, and simply put, the Buffalo Police Commissioner said he saved lives.
Inside this church near Buffalo, grief was everywhere. This time for 55-year-old Aaron Salter Jr., former Buffalo Deputy Commissioner Kimberly Beatty.
This is tough. Aaron was a good man, a good person, and we all deserve better.
His casket was draped in an American flag, a fitting tribute to the husband, father of 3, and retired Buffalo police officer. Salter was on duty as a security guard at Tops when he became one of the 10 black people gunned down by an 18-year-old who law enforcement officials say was motivated by hate.
Aaron bravely fought evil that day.
His life inspired many.
He gave all that he had for all that he believed in, protecting and saving lives.
After the service, it was back to serving the community for local volunteers.
Right now, I can see a lot of hurt.
Wednesday, rapper and philanthropist Trey the Truth, alongside social justice organization Until Freedom, joined in. He came to Buffalo with an 18-wheeler full of food and toiletries, filling a void left behind from the now-closed neighborhood Tops grocery store. While planning this trip, he learned of Tuesday's massacre at the elementary school in Texas, Trey's home state.
These are babies, you know, like I have kids that age and younger. I couldn't even imagine what type of pain that is.
And it's that pain that drives him to tragedy after tragedy. This morning, he's off to Uvalde.
I gotta be there for them just as well. You know, I'm going to meet with the families, reach out to the mayor, see what assistance they need, and let them know that Houston definitely behind them and other places are behind them.
A lot of people here in Buffalo expressing their concerns for what happened in Texas. And as it pertains to this mass shooting, the funerals will be held Friday and Saturday. Gayle?
I'm so glad that you're there, Jericka. You know, that story seems so long ago, but actually it really isn't. The story didn't happen weeks ago. I think it's an important reminder. You know how people say what we need in this country is a good guy with a gun? That man was a good guy with a gun and lost his life trying to help and save others.
Saved a lot of lives, but like you said, he's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Very tragic.
Ooh, it's tough. I know Jericka was on a flight to cover that funeral when all of this happened.
Story broke.
It's just there are no words. There are no words, and I feel for Tony. He has children, the age of those children. You know, when you cover these things and you have people in your lives like that, it really impacts you.
It affects everyone. I mean, the entire country is mourning with them. You think of people that have gone through this before. It's I hate saying a club, but it's a group of people no one wants to be a part of. These two communities tied together with others forever.
Forever.
In a way they don't want.
What we all know is whether you have children or you don't have children, everybody knows when your child goes to school, they're not supposed to come home in a body bag.
No, they're not.
And part of the problem, too, is not only did your child die, but your head goes nuts when you think about how they died. And that's why this is so very painful for all of us with a beating heart.